Man, we have really good ways to start these podcasts.
Yeah,
Are you
that was
okay?
not gonna
Are you okay on that couch over there?
It was
Trevor, that has to be. I can't
like-
cut it for your convenience.
I go to say, "Hey guys, how's it going today?" and I just see the whole couch shifting, trying to.
Well, you've got your what are they called?
Clogs. Yeah, look they have snow tires on them too.
Clogs.
See that? Look at this. For the snow. 'Cause
Heidi,
it's snowing
Heidi
again.
would be so proud.
Really?
Yeah,
Did you say I'm an accent?
the little Dutch girl,
I didn't know what he meant by that.
This little Dutch girl, and
Heidi. She wears clogs.
Heidi.
I'm concerned for this person.
We should probably start a different intro because
Why?
I'm going down the not good path that Trevor always doesn't like. Although he
Is that
seems to
bad?
be using them lately.
Trevor, your mic's moving by itself. Trevor.
Boy, you're having a really rough time over there, my guy. All right, so how's it going? How we doing?
Yeah.
How's life?
Doing good.
How have you
Good.
been since last episode?
Really good. I got the Spider-Man shirt in between.
Nice. Where'd
I'd
get
show
it
you the
from?
back, but I can't stand up because the mic would have to move.
Oh.
What? Marshalls.
Man, I got to take a trip out there. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
It's a good deal. $10.
Wow.
I know.
It's actually a really good deal. I like that.
Thanks.
We're going to do a segment called Hot Takes.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a pre-hot take. Why when you go to the store and you look through clearance racks or these racks at Marshalls or TJ Maxx or something like that, there's never anything in extra large or 2X, but there's 40,000 things in medium. And then people say that I'm too big. I
That
think
is a pretty
most
hot
of the
take.
world is XL and 2X.
Are they just gone because
what
people
is
have
the
already
hot
bought
take?
them?
Yes, but that means most of the world is that size. So all the mediums there, I just think it's a farce. I think weight loss is a farce.
Wow. Okay, so is that the hot There were three
we'll,
hot
we'll
takes.
give that. Yeah, there was a bunch in there.
Yeah.
Chris, please just go through yours.
You know if you talk to me long enough that half my conversation is
Our hot takes.
Yeah.
True.
Chris just speaks in hot takes.
Yeah. So let's hear some of them.
Well, I mean, mine were okay.
Now he's self-conscious about his hot take.
I am. You guys made
How
me
hot is
self-conscious
this?
about them.
It is really hot in here.
Who's got
Why do bicycles think they're cars? They don't belong on the road.
Is that your hot take?
It's one of them.
Bicycle or
Backpacks.
bicyclists?
A
Exercising.
bicycle. Why are bicycles on the road? What do they think they are? Cars?
Why
I
are
thi-
people outside? Do they think they're bikes?
The phrase "it's all downhill from here."
Uh-huh.
That sounds like a great time.
Wow.
That does not sound like it's gonna go horribly.
Poorly,
wrong.
right? Yeah. Man, these are hot so far.
Are they though?
No. No, not
It
really.
feels like when my coffee sits for a few hours and it gets
Wow.
really gross and lukewarm and I can't drink it. I can't choke it down anymore.
We're told not to be lukewarm as well.
I'm sorry, Chris.
And then my other one was everyone should spend at least 1 year in a customer service job.
That I actually
That's-
agree with.
yeah,
It builds
that's a good-
character.
that's a good
I
take.
don't think that's a hot
That's a
take.
pretty
I think
cold
that's I agree.
Valid point.
Fact of
And
life.
I agree take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, heat up the coffee. Go put it in the microwave. Let's warm it up. What do you guys got?
I have a good first one. My first one is that all girls, all cats.
Oh boy,
Sorry, let me reword that. Let me restart.
this is the part of the podcast where we get canceled.
No.
Redacted.
All cats are girls.
All cats are girls.
How is
Yup.
that a
All
hot
dogs
take?
are boys.
Yep. All cats are girls and all dogs are boys.
I'm not going to implicate myself. I'll just
Okay.
let them keep going. But
Yeah.
I don't disagree with.
I don't
that.
need to expand on that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Great. I thought your hot take was going to be that coffee sucks.
Would you let me get to my second one when I get there?
Okay, so Hunter
my
thinks that
gosh.
coffee sucks.
Okay, my
What?
real hot take past the cat one is that coffee does suck. I've tried so many different types.
It's growing. on you,
Warm,
though.
cold, medium, lukewarm.
Well, if you're drinking it warm, that's probably why it's gross.
Okay, fine. Hot coffee sucks.
For the record, I brought in an iced coffee the other day. It was a really yummy pistachio iced latte. And Hunter tried it and said it was actually good. So I think he's full
I
of
also
crap.
had taken a sip of my chai latte before that, so I had that in my mouth still, kind of.
You like that?
I
He
love
likes
chai latte.
Huh.
Yep. It's like tea.
Do you like matcha?
when it doesn't taste like grass? Okay, that's enough of mine.
That's literally the taste of matcha.
Legos are overrated.
Oh,
that is
come
hot.
on. That was that was a cheap shot. That wasn't even a hot take. That was a cheap shot.
Well, I think that they've become overrated. I think Legos are sick. I think that the market on them is ridiculous, and I think that the prices on them are outrageous. And
But then how's Chris going to make his hundreds of thousands of dollars with the one sitting in his basement one day?
fine.
I
Other
don't know
hot
why
take.
I'm friends with you guys.
I don't know either. Other hot take. People that buy cards, like packs of cards,
Oh,
just
boy.
to resell them, are bad people.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
buy them for fun. Let little kids buy them. If you're
Or even not little kids who like cards.
if you're going to the store just to buy out the store and buy the packs and then resell them for more money, talk to Jesus.
Yeah. Meet Jesus.
Can we back up a minute? Not little kids who like cards.
He's talking about himself.
I'm not going to
You
say
just
who.
like cards?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
I
you just
love buying packs.
I
of
still,
cards.
I still
It's
buy
really
Pokemon
tough
cards.
It's really tough to go to the store and buy a pack of cards when they're not there because somebody bought them all
Yep.
and is reselling.
I'm resorting to having to
Price.
buy online packs of cards.
Yeah.
It's tough.
We got to go garage sailing. That's where we'll find them.
We would find good cards.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know when.
People need to find Jesus, though.
Yes.
That is why we're here.
Actually, find God.
All right,
Yep.
these are way better hot takes than I had. So, you got anything, Ashley?
I have two. My first one is traveling is just paying to be tired somewhere else.
Ouch.
Chris loves to travel,
I
though.
do love to travel.
And it's actually, I don't actually believe in that one. I feel like traveling is amazing. And
Well, the trick is stay up super long, get a good night's sleep, and then you're fine. That's how I made it through Italy.
oh, great.
That's good.
Yeah.
Chris just wants an excuse to talk about his trip to Italy.
I did
Again.
not say that.
Somebody else said
It's
that.
been like 7 months. I think we're fine.
My other hot take, I feel very passionately about, and it's that when women do things that people say, oh, they're not ladylike, it's not unladylike.
I don't know if I want to ask for examples of that because I think I know what you'll say.
It's just that, like, I want to burp and fart all I want. I
Okay,
don't want
well,
my
let's-
mother to tell me that it's gross.
You know what, though? You do that anyway, so it doesn't
I
matter.
do because I refuse
Yeah.
to bend to the social norm.
Patriarchy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
screw the patriarchy.
Yeah.
We get political.
I don't know.
I
how
thought we were
much
going to
is-
not do this. Didn't Ashley say that we weren't going to do this?
Hey, remember when Jordan brought up Trump that one episode?
the first
My
episode?
gosh.
Yeah, throwback.
We redacted that.
The hot take that didn't make it into the podcast.
Yeah.
Just like how Jordan isn't in the
I
podcast
like how this
anymore.
probably is going to
That's
get
actually
cut
why
out
it's
too.
not here.
Jordan said one too many things.
I don't know. Every now and then you got to give the people something spicy. So, it's, that could be, that could be the spicy one.
Wow.
I feel like that was a great opening segment.
Any, is that it? Is that all the hot takes you guys have?
If you're under the age of 50 and you're a snowbird, you're soft.
Oh,
Did that just come to you?
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. Did you see how he looked up to the light and then just like,
Yeah.
What were you
Got it.
thinking about?
I don't really know anybody, but like if you go and you live somewhere else because you can't handle the cold, get out the heat.
Get out of the kitchen. Yeah.
what? I don't think that made sense.
No, Chris, think about it.
If you can't handle the cold, get out of the heat.
Yeah, toughen up. Come back to the cold. Get
Yeah.
out the heat. Come back.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay.
Write that down.
Can't handle the cold, get in the freezer.
Chris, that doesn't make much sense.
I'm
That's
lost.
essentially what he said.
I don't
Oh
think so.
my gosh.
Huh.
Okay.
Dramatic pause. All right. So today we are going to be talking about busyness and peace in a busy world, which I know none of you guys feel busy ever. And I'm sure all of you feel super peaceful all the time. It's
Why'd
just,
you look at Ashley for that one?
I'm looking
all
at
the
all of you.
time.
I just feel like
It's okay.
I don't give her enough airtime.
No, that's okay. No, I actually openly admit that even in like hearing this and thinking about this, that like I will be very straightforward that I deeply struggle with this. This is one of my my biggest struggles in life and even in my relationship with the Lord to slow down. So we should call that out there. So yes,
Yeah.
Chris, I do struggle with this.
I mean, what do you guys think of when you hear the word peace? Like, what comes to mind?
Well, I think because I grew up in church, Jesus. Like,
Okay.
truthfully, I know that's kind of a cop-out
Those are
answer,
only
but if we're
two
looking for the legitimate
answers.
answer, I hear peace and I just kind of picture Jesus.
'Cause you know, it's where your peace is coming from.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's like word association.
Yeah.
I think of that or like a cruise
Okay.
from like just the relaxing, peaceful
like,
standpoint.
restful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess parts of a cruise can be peaceful.
Yeah, like day 2 when you're on the boat and you're already taken off and you're unpacked and you're like ready to just like relax. It's peaceful.
When you went up to the buffet, were there people there saying "washy washy"?
Yeah, washy washy man,
the spray-
and
yeah.
washy washy woman. She was day 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did they
You guys
also?
probably don't get this.
Wow.
It's a cruise thing.
Yeah,
You'd have to go on a cruise.
Chris and I have to-
Trevor and I laugh
I'm
and
gonna
pour
bite my
over here.
tongue. I'm gonna bite my tongue.
Thanks.
Why?
Wait, what
There's
are your thoughts on
something that
peace?
the people on my boat said that was even better. I'll tell you after we're done recording. What do you think of when you hear the word peace?
Mine's
Not
way
this
more
conversation.
depressing.
Oh.
Unattainable.
Unattainable.
At
Okay.
times, yeah.
You guys are going in very different directions than I thought you would.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know where else we could go. We kind of went polar opposite.
Yeah, I mean, while we're recording this, it sounds like it's raining on the roof. So, like, my mind went to
Rain.
rain, like nature.
I can think
type
of peaceful
stuff.
situations, but I struggle to find them where I can get to them or where I have them.
Why do you think it's unattainable?
I'm too dang busy. First part of your thing earlier. No, I think I know it's attainable, but it's more so that like I don't do a good job of attainable-ing it.
I have something to say this. It's not attainable because you can't like claw to try to reach it. That's not the point of it. And I get what you're saying because I live in that like mindset of like feeling like you need to achieve everything. But like when it comes like the Lord's peace, it is something you receive. You do not have to work for. He gives it to us.
Yeah.
But I feel that, Trevor.
Yeah.
It's hard to feel like you have to get to a certain place. Now, I think that there are times where we can be aware of our circumstances. Like we talked in the last episode about like denying ourselves of things. And if there are things that we are aware are like very clearly getting in the way of our peace, I think we have a responsibility to strip them back and surrender them. But at the end of the day, like that true peace the Lord wants us to have and can supply us. And yeah, I think as believers, like, we have to be really intentional to not get in this mindset of like it's something I have to fight for, because then I feel like it's actually going to do the opposite for you. And I feel like the Lord wants to give us peace and is the only one that can give us true peace. I feel like I felt restful and I felt content, but I struggle to feel that peace too. But I think I need to just I don't know, get better at just like receiving it.
Yeah, and like making space to be able to receive it. Because I think that sometimes we play an active part in this, right? Like we fill our lives to overflowing, and then we're like, oh yeah, I'll take on that too, or I'll do that other thing, and we don't give ourselves even the space to say like, what, I'm okay with not having to do something every second of the day. And I think we've kind of conditioned ourselves to not be okay with that. Like the world or culture has told us, well, you're not being effective. Sometimes it can even creep into the church world of like, well, you got time to lean, you got time to tell someone about Jesus. And it's like, well, yeah, but to what cost,
Right.
not saying anything against evangelism.
You know, like evangelism,
yes, go
and outreach.
like, go do outreach. But I think it's funny how the church can adopt some of the practices of culture, and I think busyness has been one that the church, capital C church, has kind of adopted as like, well, yeah, we should be busy for God, and so therefore, it is okay, and like the burnout does feel fine, and it is normal, and it's not, you know, it becomes what sounds depressing, but we say like, oh no, it's just unattainable. I don't know. I don't think I could have that. Whatever that piece is.
Well, I have two things with that too. The first is that then you have that side of it, but you also have the side where there are ways to overcome that feeling of lack of peace and busyness and stuff like that. Our dear close friend of the show, JMC, has a book called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry, which like it tackles that. And I'm sure most people who are listening to this podcast have either heard that book or have read it or have done something along the lines of, you know, diving into what it looks like to kill that hurry that we experience on a day-to-day basis. And my other thing is I do have an analogy this time.
Oh.
I know.
Hey.
Because it's one that I've heard and I've experienced myself when I was going through a serious time of busyness where most of it was coming from church things. When I first got the job that I'm in right now, which is Next Gen Ministry Assistant, for those of you who don't know, I was balancing so many other things on top of getting a new job here. I was part of like a Boy Scout type program. I was helping to lead that. I was involved in so many different capacities over the church. And I remember actually sitting with Ashley, and this is an analogy I've heard her use a few times, but you have to picture it like you're holding like a plate of glass balls, like that they're balanced on top of each other and you don't want them to fall over and fall onto the ground. And each one of those glass balls represents something good that is happening that you're involved with. But again, you need to be careful because eventually it becomes so unsteady if you keep stacking stuff on top of it, and then they do start to fall and shatter. And that leaves the things that you were a part of also kind of in a mess. But that's all busyness. That's all things that we're busy with that aren't bad things. They don't have to be bad things. But it's important to take a look at what it is that you're balancing and then slowly take those glass balls off and set them on the ground so they don't come shattering down. Because that protects you and it protects whatever it is that you're a part of as well that you're involved with. So that's my encouragement that I've heard before a couple times, mostly from Ashley. But just analogying it up, you know?
And what's wild is the flip side of that is just as bad. So if you only have one glass ball on a plate, that thing's rolling all over the place and probably going to potentially roll off the plate. Because I don't know if you've ever tried that, but it's very...
I have not.
Like even a golf ball or something like that. It's hard to keep that on a surface, which speaks to the other side of it. Like laziness and sloth and stuff like that. That's not, because too often we think that's where peace is. We think, well, if I just say no to everything, if I just hit the eject button
That's a good point.
I just get rid of all of it, I'm going to have peace. It's like, I'd caution you that that's not actually peace either. That's probably sloth and like not healthy for your spiritual formation either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
It's a double-sided analogy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was actually one that was really lovingly brought to me by my leader when I was in that season of life of too many things and feeling like dangerously close to like burning myself out and wearing myself into the ground. And I needed to take stock of the things in my life because I really wanted to value those important things. The one part of it that you didn't mention was that there are two different types. There are glass and there's plastic ones. There are ones that like, okay, if they fall off, it'll be fine. But there are more significant ones that we need to be cautious with. Because if those plastic ones fall off, like, okay, it's totally fine. Like if that thing I have to like drop, life will go on, it will be fine. But if really significant things like I'm investing in my relationships, like those that are important to me, if that falls and shatters, that is like detrimental. Like, okay, you're paying for that. This is a significant thing. And if you start like failing in school, like that's a big one. But there are some that like we can acknowledge maybe aren't as necessary and are just causing this unnecessary busyness and burnout in our lives. And we need to be aware of what we're prioritizing.
Yeah. Too much stuff, not enough space. Heard
Yep.
that.
That's why hoarders exist.
And sellers.
And storage units, like storage units and storage wars. Yeah.
Here.
All right, so Philippians 4 verses 6 and 7. Like if I say Philippians 4 6 through 7, most people would probably be able to quote it, right?
Yeah.
Can you quote it? Like, do you know what it
Obviously,
is?
I could right now.
Okay.
Do not be.
Don't be reading it. I said
Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, with thanksgiving, present your request to God.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just came up with that.
So one thing that's wild to me about that verse, the verse right before it, verse 5, literally says, "The Lord is near." And I don't think we I'd almost submit to every pastor that hears this, like, add that verse in there because it sets the tone
Yeah, you're so right.
for the anxiety. It's like, hey, the Lord is near. And in my head, it's almost like, therefore, now that's not in there. That's Chris's version. Do not be anxious about anything.
Yeah.
But it's not this, like, God in his goodness is not just giving the hollow command
Yeah.
of like, hey, don't be anxious. He's literally starting with saying, hey, I'm right here. Don't be anxious.
Wow.
And like how that marries up in our world where anxiety is like just such, anxiety is the new, you name whatever the thing that everyone's doing, right? Anxiety is like the new thing. It's almost like the new busy.
Yeah.
When you would ask people, you know, how's life? Oh, it's just so busy. It's like, well, when you ask people, how are you? Oh, I'm just so anxious. It's almost like you hear that so much. You okay?
Yeah, thunder. You hear that?
Was that thunder or was that just wind?
I don't know. It is going down.
It sounds
is,
like a
yeah.
tsunami.
I actually
outside
really
right
wanna
now.
see what it looks
raining
like.
Girl
Yeah.
cats and boy dogs out.
Come on. That's what I've been saying.
But yeah, no, Chris, I feel like you're so right. I feel like that's just such a, I don't want to say like default thing that people say, but like such a default way of
Thing that
like,
people say.
feeling and like experiencing that.
Yeah.
Like it is so common now
Yep.
that people are in this like anxious state that I feel like we need to like come back and like acknowledge.
And like it recenters you back to what this whole thing was all about.
Yeah.
Right? Like the Lord is near. Don't be anxious about anything. It's when you really dwell on that verse and you sit with it for a little bit, you're like, okay, what comes to mind? This is being written at what time? People at that time, thousands of years ago, still dealing with exactly what we are. Like they're anxious. What are they anxious about? It doesn't say. The verse isn't talking about what it is that they're anxious about. But for those of us that struggle with anxiety, and it's quite a few of us, me included, like it almost gives you some comfort to be like, okay, these saints from a couple thousand years ago were struggling with anxiety just like I am. And I don't know what it was. Like there was many things that were going on, but Paul is giving this encouragement to just generations that have struggled with this.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder, though, in our anxious thoughts, how much of that we've manufactured. Sometimes without us knowing. Like, there's a lot that happens to us that we can't actually, you got to, like, sit there and psychoanalyze. Oh, here's how my last couple weeks went, and all these inputs actually led to anxious thoughts. But then there's other things where it's just like, yeah, that was a traumatic thing that now leaves me anxious. You know, I remember when my mom was sick, there was a lot of texts that would come in the middle of the night. And I still catch myself sometimes being like, can I actually leave my phone in the other room or can I not? Like, you know.
Yeah.
So they're all things to kind of your personal experience is, it's a good thing to meditate on that verse within the lens of that, to be like, man, how is the Lord speaking to you in that verse? Like name that thing that's making you anxious, and see what he wants to say to you.
I think that, I think it's really good. The Lord is near part is super important, and one that, like you said, often gets forgotten or not even said. Because I think we've all seen those jokes, or maybe we've even done it. But like somebody's like, "Man, I'm going through this hard time." And they're like, "Well, did you pray about it?" Or like they'll give you this verse. Well, don't be anxious about anything.
Yep.
It's like, okay, that was really kind of unhelpful. Like I really appreciate that, but like it's that like they're throwing a life preserver, but they like miss the person, or they're drowning. Like, did you ever think about swimming? It's like, oh, great, thanks.
Yep.
But it's the second half of verse 6. But in every situation with thanksgiving, present your request to God. So with that being said, like present it to God, knowing that the Lord is near, who is God. No, the Lord is near.
Yeah.
Like I can he is pulling me in, and I can lean in and go, hey, I'm really struggling with this. And like, he is there for us. We don't have to go searching for it. We don't have to go like screaming from the mountaintops. Like, yeah, sometimes it's okay to like be frustrated and be like, I'm so anxious, I'm so scared, but like he's near. Like we don't have to shout at him. Like we don't have to go searching for him. He is near. And I think that Thanksgiving part's important as well. Like it's kind of hard to be thankful for whatever's going on, but like it says with thanksgiving present your request to God. And then when you do that, it says, and the peace of God which transcends all understanding will guard your heart and your mind in Christ Jesus. So we don't have to search for God, but he does give us the pattern of how to present our request to him. And then he says what he'll do, and we can hold him to that.
Yeah.
And it sounds like we keep saying the same thing, but I think it's worth repeating. It's worthy to note that the verse doesn't say, do not be anxious for anything but by prayer and petition. But it's worth noting that verse 7 or even verse 8 doesn't say, for the Lord is near. You think about like something happened, you fell down when you were a kid, or you got hurt, or you were bullied, and your mom or dad was already there in the room the minute you got off the bus or the minute you walked into the room. They were there. And so it wasn't like you're crying or doing something and then being like, well, where are they? Like, I think it's so good in God's goodness to, no word is ever out of place in God's word. And so like just the peace that can come with knowing like level set, because you're right. So many times, I don't know about you guys, but every time someone has told me that verse, they themselves are not in the midst of struggling with anxiety. I cannot remember the last time that myself and someone super close to me were both in the middle of a panic attack and encouraged each other with this verse. It's almost always someone who is
on the other side of it, right?
And not like I can have anxious moments, but then I can have chill moments. And someone else will be having an anxious moment, and I'll be like in my chill state being like, don't be anxious for anything. And I remind myself, I'm like, that did not help when I had that panic attack last week, that some chill person was just telling me essentially calm down.
Yeah.
Or chill out. Like, but it is interesting if we can get to a point in our relationships where that can be like, I'm feeling low, you're feeling low, but we know we're preaching a promise to each other. I think there's like power there that we don't even know could be unleashed because we're reminding each other in the moment of what that looks like, what peace could
we have to train ourselves in that, right?
Like, you do.
When it's super calm, it's easy to remember, well, God's got everything. Like, I'm good. But then if, like, when it's, like, 10% worse, are we still saying that? Or are we starting to cause that panic? But if we can slow down, then when it gets another 10% worse or 15% or 25 or 30, that eventually becomes our first response.
Yeah.
And so we need to take hold of every thought, the really bad ones, but also the good ones and everything in between, to where that is our reaction and not getting caught up in the mess of it all.
Yeah.
Ashley's got her Bible open. What's she about to drop?
No, I was really just reading the before and after of the verses that we were referencing. But Trevor, like off of what you were saying, what do you feel like is commonly that thing that's like impeding, like on your peace?
Me specifically?
I'm just curious. If there's something like even like a general example of like I feel like it's usually this type of thing that like trips me up or makes it harder, I guess, to receive that.
I do too much, and I don't know how to sit and be still.
Yeah.
Which
Knowing's
was
half the battle.
Yeah, that was my follow-up question is when was the last time you were still? Like when was the last time we were still? Going off of Psalm 46:10, be still and know that I'm God.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have a quick answer.
And it's a cliffhanger we left the last podcast on, right?
Yeah.
Like talking about just what does it look like to be still? What is that? It's almost like someone telling you something in a foreign language. Like it almost feels like it's at that point in our world today where someone looks at you and goes, hey, be still and know that God is who he says he is.
I thought you were going to say, be still, know that I am God.
We don't blaspheme on this podcast.
Good.
But like we almost hear that and we almost say to ourselves like, oh, what? Like what language is that? And I think we've lost. So clearly it's in the Bible for a reason. Clearly God wants us to pay attention to that. But when was the last time we actually did it? Or even more tough of a question, when was the last time we were like so firmly convinced in our soul that it was beneficial and good? Because I don't know about you guys, but every time my friend and I just had dinner last night and he was like, yeah, I get home and I constantly need to go. I can't just sit idle. And I'm like, okay, but what if you did? Like, what would be so bad if you sat idle for even like 15 minutes and just like took that time to pray or whatever? And we've wired ourselves so crazy, fill in the blank for any of us.
I think we've lost like the art of Sabbath, right?
Yeah.
Like, because that then seeps into the rest of your life too. Of like, no, like I can sit still. I've got some close friends who like they've started instituting a Sabbath, and they have 2 little kids, and it's like their kids look forward to Sabbath.
Yeah.
And they're like, our whole week is thrown off now if we don't have this.
Yeah.
Which is like that's awesome that like they have a day where like I ask so many questions about it because I'm like, okay, so like. When, like, are you doing laundry that day? Or, like, are you doing this? Are you doing that? And they're like, well, not usually. Like, if we absolutely have to, sure. But, like, we work the rest of our week around it to where we can be present with our kids. Or, we can just, like, play video games if we want. Or we could, like, they don't let their kids watch much TV throughout the week. So that way Sabbath is something to look forward to of, like, this is our rest for us. And sometimes that means they go out to eat. Sometimes that means they cook at home. Like they've got their routine and they're like, it really sets the precedent for the next 7 days. And I'm like, man, I'm clearly missing that.
Almost like that's how God designed it.
Yeah. Because how I view it is, okay, if I have a day where I'm not working, and if I have a day where I'm not doing this, okay, great. Now I can check off this chore and this house project and do this and do that. But that's not what's in the Bible.
Right.
Like, he's like, no, don't. He's like, do nothing. Like, work these days, then be still and know that I'm God this day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so good.
I think that's also where the annoying chill friend comes in. The one that we have said is annoying so far. And I don't disagree with the points of, like, coming in and, reading this verse line for line and saying, hey, don't be worried because we shouldn't be anxious. And then, like, phrasing it. I think that it definitely can be annoying when you're in the middle of it. And, like, that's not helpful. But I also think that you do need that person to come alongside you and like remind you of it, because even if they're not walking in the middle of that same anxious thought or that same lack of peace, it is still good to even just hear it. Whether you receive it the same because the person is currently in the same situation as you, that could be a different thing. But I do think that there's value to hearing it, and like even hearing, your friend's example. Like, you're not currently in that season. They're on the other side of that lack of rest, but you're taking that and you're even thinking like, what can I do to achieve this? What are some proactive things that I can do to get to this point? So I hope that's also encouragement of the chill person being like, oh yeah, I might be annoying by saying this verse, but there is truth to it, and that's why I am saying it.
A couple weeks ago, I read a book on a Saturday.
See?
That was great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Read another one.
Oh my gosh.
I know how to read.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Hunter, you're actually often this person for me. Not annoying, but like the one that comes in like in a more neutral position to speak the truth. Whether or not it's hard for me to be on the receiving end of it is up to me. Like there are some times where I like am in a spiral place and Hunter's like no, like this is what the truth is. You don't have to feel that way. And so it's not annoying, but it is the thing that it's like hard to hear, but we need to hear.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's definitely hard to receive, but I appreciate being on the receiving end of it. So thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
It's a good conversation. Good conversation on busyness and peace. One that we probably will touch on multiple times over the course of this podcast.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, what would you suggest? I know we need to wrap up, but what would you suggest for stillness? For like, even for us this next week, what would that look like?
Yeah.
Or what would you challenge us with?
So
And the listeners.
I think Sabbath is like the ultimate goal, right? And the ruthless elimination of hurry. There's so many things in there that people don't even think about that help you to think simply and like peacefully, I guess you could say. But get out for a walk. Take a walk. Take something that you
With
know.
my AirPods, right? And listen to my music or my podcast?
No. No. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. But even that, when was the last time that you took a walk through a park and tried to see how many different birds you could hear? Or fill in the blank. How many different trees you could see? Or
Birds
how
you
many
could
different-
see.
Sure. And it's not, like everyone's like, oh, well, the old people do birding and, all that.
old
fun
I
people
stuff.
know
old
you
for a
mess up
reason.
birding.
Oh,
I know you
are
messed
you kidding?
that
I
up.
can't even, I'm lucky if I know what a
He
robin
does
looks like.
training.
I'm training for birding.
No.
Oh.
You like trains.
Oh. Go sit at a rail yard. Sure. You can go. No.
Chris
How many
goes and
different
sits at
trains can you
railroad
hear?
crossings like a little kid watching them go by.
Puts all his pennies on
That's
the
sweet.
tracks.
That,
That's your piece.
I sent you one video once, and now it's become my
You
entire
also talk
character.
about it more than once.
I don't. But
I like
that's,
that. We should all go on a walk, the four of us.
That would be a
That's
good.
a good idea. We should do it after this.
No, it is so gross at.
Well,
Yeah.
it's nice though.
We could also take a walk around the building we're currently in.
True.
Well,
But I think
like that.
take time to do something that everyone has that list of that thing that was like, man, if I had free time, I would. Not
yeah.
clean, not laundry, not catch up,
Yeah.
but like
If
read
only.
read the book, take the walk, call the long distance friend. Do the thing that brings peace to your soul, joy to your heart, and centers you back on the life that the Lord was calling for you to do.
Yeah.
So it's super helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
That's good. So finish this episode. Share it with a friend. You know where to find us.
Yeah.
On Instagram at LCB_youngadults, on YouTube, on Apple, on Spotify, and on Amazon Music. So finish this, share it with a friend. Send us in your questions. If you want to sponsor us or know somebody who will sponsor us, we're still taking applications.
I heard you were looking for jerky.
I do love me some beef jerky. We could always use some coffee to get us through these. Not Hunter, that's his hot take.
Thank you.
And then go for a walk.
Chai latte.
Go for a walk with a friend, or just listen to what God has to say to you. Ask
Yeah.
him to speak, and he is.
Yeah.
And go find some peace, and be still and know that God is God. Man, that was so
Dude,
good.
ditto.
You want to try it one more time?
No.
Okay.
No, it was good, Trevor. It was good.
All
I'm
right.
at peace with that.
We'll see you later.
It's good. Good tie-in.